Think about a force so devastating that the rivers ran black with ink and red with blood, a name that for centuries was synonymous with the end of days. Today, we step into the blood-soaked chronicles of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Horde, the architects of the most ruthless empire the world has ever seen. From the vast steppes of Central Asia, a wave of destruction emerged that would fundamentally reshape the ancient world. This isn't just a story of conquest, it is a deep dive into the harrowing reality of systematic slaughter and the sheer devastation brought upon every civilization that dared to stand in their way. We will explore the chilling military precision and the brutal psychological warfare that ensured their legacy would be written in the ashes of fallen empires. The Mongol Empire was a military force unlike any other in history. Under Genghis Khan, the Horde became a highly disciplined, relentless machine, characterized by exceptional mobility and strategic brilliance. The backbone of this power was the cavalry. Trained from birth in the arts of archery and horsemanship, these warriors could execute complex maneuvers at speeds that left their enemies paralyzed. As one historian observed, their arrows did not just fall, they rained down like a locust storm, suffocating all resistance. But it wasn't just physical might. They were masters of information and fear. They utilized a massive network of spies to dissect enemy weaknesses before a single horse was even saddled. They mastered psychological warfare, using feigned retreats to lure armies into traps and committing horrific massacres to ensure that the next city on their path would surrender without a fight. In the early 13th century, this wave crashed into Eastern Europe. The invasion of the Kievan Rus between 1237 and 1240 remains one of history's most brutal chapters. Led by Batu Khan, the Mongols systematically erased thriving cultural centers. Kiev, once a beacon of economic and spiritual life, was put to the torch in 1240. Chroniclers describe a scene of absolute horror. Churches set aflame and the population put to the sword without a shred of mercy. The destruction was so total that in many regions it took centuries for life to return to normal, if it ever did. Turning back to Asia, the scale of violence only grew. In 1221, the city of Nishapur faced the ultimate retribution after a Mongol leader was killed. The Horde didn't just conquer, they obliterated. They came, they burnt, they slew, and they departed, leaving behind a landscape of ghosts. In China, the Jin and Song dynasties were met with a capacity for prolonged and brutal warfare that saw major cities fall one by one, with civilians often used as human shields to breach the very walls intended to protect them. Perhaps the most catastrophic event was the sack of Baghdad in 1258. Under Hulagu Khan, the Mongols laid siege to the intellectual epicenter of the Islamic world. In just 1 week, centuries of accumulated knowledge were wiped out. The famed House of Wisdom was burned, and it is said the Tigris River ran black with the ink of priceless manuscripts. An estimated 200,000 to 1 million people were slaughtered, including the scholars and poets who were the light of that age. What made the Mongol Horde truly terrifying was their refusal to distinguish between the warrior and the innocent. Women and children were systematically targeted, a deliberate tactic to ensure that no future resistance could ever rise from the ashes. The Mongol Empire was forged not just in gold, but in the ruthless ambition of a man who saw the world as a series of targets to be subdued. By reflecting on these acts, we see the profound and terrifying impact one force can have on the trajectory of human civilization. The history of our world is often written in blood, and understanding these dark chapters is essential to understanding the world we live in today. If you found this exploration of the Mongol legacy insightful, please show your support by engaging with this content. Subscribe and turn on notifications to join us as we continue to uncover the stories and the figures that shaped the course of human history.